give an enormous applause for Ron Finley, a very special urban gardener from South Central LA. Here he is.
Thank you.
Take it away.
Good evening. You guys know if you take care of your mother, she takes care of you, right? What I gotta say though, this is not fair that I'm the only black guy that's been on stage that I've seen. And I'm last. So, I mean, what else? I mean, you've heard all this. What else could I possibly say that you haven't heard? You know? I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try. But why are we here? You know, what do we plan to do here? Why eat? Because that's what we do. We eat. That's where our energy comes from. Actually, I was invited here to basically share my story of how I've taken on an unjust food system from inside the prison, the food prison. So I refuse to be a brick in the wall that was designed and built for me. And I built my own brick wall. So why am I here? Yesterday, you guys heard from this guy from the White House. You know, now you're going to hear from this guy from the Black House, who's in the trenches, who saw a problem outside his window, outside his door, and he realized that this problem needs to be fixed. This problem ain't cool. I'm here because I'm a criminal. See, I planted some illegal substances on my parkway in front of my house. Not what you thinking, it ain't that smoke stuff. What I planted was food. Actually, I planted some carrots on my parkway. This is right on the street. And so for this, I became a wanted man. See, the parkways, they're the cities, they have jurisdiction, but you have, you're supposed to maintain them. So I got in trouble for planting carrots. And so could you imagine if I went to jail for planting carrots, which that's what they threatened me with. You know, it was like, yo, man, what you in for? Like, yo, dude, I planted carrots. So you better back off, you know? I mean, really. But this is a picture of my parkway. So through this all, I stood strong. You know, in front of a 12-foot sunflowers with bees on one shoulder and hummingbirds on the other one, with seeds of change in my left hand and freshly composted soil in my right. And before long, those citations and threats, they were uprooted. New seeds were sown with the help of community members. And as of October the 23rd, 2013, it is now legal to grow food on your parkway in Los Angeles. Wait. Why are you guys applauding that? Who the hell makes these stupid-ass laws anyway? You know, why wouldn't it be legal? Some people, they're blind to the fact that there are cities, communities in the United States which equal nothing more than third world countries. You cannot buy any healthy food whatsoever. How do I know this? Because I visit these communities across the United States and other parts of the world now. It used to be that the drive-thrus are killing more people than the drive-bys, but now it's not. So I live in South Central Los Angeles. It used to be home of the drive-bys. But it's not anymore, because the fast food drive-thrus, they're actually committing more homicides than the drive-bys. And they get to do it. It's legal. The place where I live, it's virtually impossible to buy any kind of healthy food whatsoever. And it's by design. Where I'm at, the drive-thrus are king. Let me back up. You may know South Central by its new name, South Los Angeles, or they call it South LA. I guess to make it a little more palatable. But they changed the name. They didn't change nothing else. Same food, same bad soil, same vacant lots. They didn't change anything else. And it's all by design. It's even got the same soil there. To change a community, you have to change the composition of the soil. It is impossible, again, to purchase any kind of produce that has not been sprayed, coated, impregnated with some kind of poison. I'll say it again. These communities have no access to healthy food whatsoever. You cannot buy any fresh, organic food. Your body is an accumulation of what you eat. What are you eating? Do you know? You have any clue? You ever heard of castoreum? Anybody raise your hand? I'll tell you what it is. Castoreum is a bitter, odoriferous, oily secretion found in the two sacs between the anus and the external genitals of beavers. It has been added to food for over 80 years. It's used in ice cream and other foods. It's even used in perfume. But it's a natural product, so they're able to do this. Anybody up for beaver nut ice cream? We got some in the back. No, really. People ask me, how did I become this person that I am today? Because most people know me as a fashion designer. So I design and manufacture clothes for stores like Nordstrom's and Cachet and Neiman Marcus and Saks Fifth Avenue. And now they see me, in the garden. They see me speaking at TED. They see me at Google, IBM, Edge. They see me at Whole Foods. And now they see me traveling around the world to places like Qatar and Greece and Oman and Canada and Hawaii, speaking on how the food issue or the lack thereof. Wait till they hear I was in Stockholm and to speak at EAT conference, even though I'm the last person. And even after Richard Horton stole my speech. That speech he gave, that was mine. He found it in the elevator. I look outside my window, and my neighborhood is being terrorized, occupied, poisoned, and murdered by cheap fast food and the drug companies. Then I get on a plane and I realize it's the whole world. It's not my little small village. It's the whole world village that is being terrorized by these food companies. The food system in America has been designed to slowly poison you with processed food that in turn brings you to the doorsteps of medical clinics that were designed to happily cut you open and prescribe more chemicals and drugs to keep your body propped up and adequately medicated and functioning until you need more drugs or your legs amputated. People are not dying of starvation. They're dying from abundance. And it's an abundance of too much food that is non-food. It's not really food. This is not by choice of the consumers. This is by design of the producers. And it used to be almost an ethnic or a color thing. Now they don't care. It's worldwide. I feel the current food system in America especially is the biggest threat to our national security. It is the criminal in this story, not I, but really it's everyone who eats processed, chemically laced, modified foods. We are its accomplice. Gardening is the gateway to save the world. People ask me, why do I do this? Because people are dying from preventable diseases that are man-made. Some U.S. corporations have the honor of exporting one of America's favorite activities right now to other parts of the world, and that's obesity. Obesity is now an activity that is practiced all over the world. And this is why. Greed. It's the only reason. But we must turn that greed into seed. And what we must do is feed. And what we have to do this is with the utmost speed. My message is simple. It's real simple. Just plant some shit. Wherever you go, that's what we got to do. I grow food on the streets of South Central Los Angeles. I plant beauty and inspiration in the concrete jungle that is South Central. To change a community, you have to change the composition of the soil. So I set out to do just that by planting gardens and offering food that nature supplies while showing people that you can design your own life. You don't have to live the life that's been designed for you. Food is the problem, and food is the solution. Let me back up. Bad food is the problem, and nutritious food is the solution. You know, it was real cool. It's cool to have, you know, your parkway littered with rancid mattresses, toilets, used condoms, and tires. But you plant a carrot, and all hell breaks loose. Headquarters, I think we got a problem. There's a black male on the street planting food. Yes, food, and he has a shovel. I think we're going to need backup. You know, people ask me, what was my inspiration? Real quick. Who in here, stand up. I know you guys need to stand up anyway, you're probably tired. Who in here has to know somebody with some form of cancer, suffering from some form of cancer, who have died recently with some form of cancer? Stand up. Wow. Why are we allowing this to happen? I mean, that's more than 7/8 of the room that's standing up. Thanks. We have to change that. Now you know what. Now you know what has inspired me. Type 2 diabetes has inspired me. Childhood obesity has inspired me. Grade school kids having cardiac arrest has inspired me. Grade school kids are having cardiac arrest. Alcoholism, drug abuse, violence, depression, asthma, and unhealthy food options, and lack of green spaces and lack of opportunity. These are all preventable diseases. And I say, yo, you don't need meds. You need a garden. Change your food, change your life. We must listen and relearn the language of nature. Because everywhere modern processed food goes, chronic disease follows with a busload of stuff with it. Gardening is the gateway to better health. I want to plant seeds of innovation. Why shouldn't everyone be exposed to beauty and art every day? I started the Ron Finley Project as a way to teach that by working together, you can feed yourself, your neighbors, and your family, while at the same time creating beautiful green spaces and ecosystems and repairing dysfunctional food systems that are designed to keep you sick and oppressed. This happens by bringing healthy food into communities where there is none. We show community members how to build their own sustainable food systems by growing their own food. That's sustainable. We use gardening as a tool to teach people that you can design your own life by sharing food and purpose with your neighbors. We are currently raising funds to build shipping containers that we're turning in. We want to turn into cafes and put them on some of these lots and put gardens on these lots that are attached to the cafe so we can show people how to grow, harvest, and cook their own food. At the same time, they will become stewards for the planet. We really need to take better care of our mother. If you take care of your mother, she takes care of you. If you feed your mother, she feeds you. And right now, our mother could use some tender love and care. The way we treat this planet, it actually needs triage. Mother Nature does not waste anything. We do. A leaf falls for a reason in a particular season. That's by design. That's a beautiful thing. And then we have compost, which compost changed my life. I mean, when I see piles of leaves now, my nipples get hard. You know, I mean, when you think of how simple and how complex compost is, which we all need to be doing. Mother Nature does it, and nobody needs to have to tell her about it. Think about it. Mother Nature is the most prolific artist in the universe. My money's on Mother Nature. You can't cut a deal with Mother Nature. Ask those clowns on Pompeii. You can't do it. She always wins, always. When we heal Mother Nature, we heal ourselves. It's our asses we need to be worried about. We need to create a sustainable world where we can sustain ourselves. Let's supply people with the tools to change their lives. Why not teach kids how to think and not what to think? And who the hell came up with this think outside the box bullshit? There is no fucking box. There's no box. Let's just think. Let's just think big. Okay? That's wrong with a lot of these kids. They're living in a box. They don't even know that a dream is infinite. Their dreams have parameters on them already. Let's prepare kids for the university and the universe. I want more kids to be able to show their gifts instead of grooming them for the prison industrial complex. We must let them know they have an obligation to be brilliant, to be happy, to be beautiful, that they have the right to shine. Let's stop missing out on brilliance no matter what color it is, no matter where it comes from. I want the same for my children that you want for yours. Let gardening be your weapon of mass creation. I have people all over the world who come and see my garden because of what it represents. It's been featured in magazines from Russia to Greece but the biggest thing, what I love, is the impact that's had in my immediate community. People come by my garden every day. Parents bring their kids by the garden to get closer to nature. Truth is, you can never get closer to nature than you already are. Look in the mirror. We're nature. And that's what we seem to have forgotten. And there's always somebody to ask me, well, how much food can you really grow on a piece of land like? And I'm like, I don't care. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a statistician. I don't grow food. I grow people. Food is a byproduct of growing people. It's all about putting them in the soil. Gardening is the gateway to a healthier lifestyle. We need to start replicating nature in everything we do. Technology, architecture, the way we live. I plant like nature. Everything goes back. There is no waste. Somebody said to me yesterday, I can never rid the entire world of noxious problems, but I can patiently cultivate the good earth around my 2 feet and grow what I wish to see in my own backyard, or in my case, my own world. I've had students from Harvard University come to see my garden. If my garden can have this kind of effect on the world in my neighborhood, imagine what would happen if we had a garden on every block, on every corner. You gotta realize, it's like, how can a community be sustainable if it has nothing to sustain it in the community? No services, only Band-Aids to cover the problems. Gardens build community and pride. Green spaces out, crime goes down. They have the data. The joy of seeing a child with her first carrot, his first carrot, is a remarkable, priceless experience. If kids grow kale, they eat kale. If they grow tomatoes, they eat tomatoes. You got to put them in there. I have proof of concept. I get emails from all over the world from people who are inspired to pick up a shovel and change their world, to change their soil, and change the lives of other people in their communities. We in this room, we're suffering from this, infobesity. It's like an overconsumption of information. Are we going to use this information? What are we going to do with it? The next meeting, the next time we meet, I want us to be physical. I want us to one of the days, let's go do something collectively. Let's go, instead of sitting around thinking and talking about doing it, let's shoulder to shoulder, shovel to shovel. Let's go out physically, all of us, and make a change in a part of the world together. That's what I want to see. I want to see us do epic shit. Okay? I don't want to sit around and talk. Let's do something. Let's show the people. We're preaching to the choir. We all know the problem here. Let's go show the others that don't. That's what we should be doing. That's what the conference should be do. We do epic shit physically. That's what I want the conference to be. Okay, I'm running out of time here. So basically, we're all connected. And I challenge you to come up with new ways to change the system, where doors are open for everyone, where technology serves everyone, where healthy food is not an option for the well-heeled, but for everyone. We're all connected. We're all nature. So tomorrow, I want everybody, call your friends, and I just want y'all to go out, have everybody you know, just plant some shit. And let's all change the world together. Thank you. Thank you.